What you doing out in these streets, Leroy? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, Leroy? We in these streets. Mr. Woodman, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, you just accomplished something that a lot of people have not accomplished, and that's to run the Comrades Marathon in under 9 hours.
Oh yeah.
Accomplishing the Bill Rowan. I mean, yeah. But before we get into your most recent accomplishment, I met you back in, was it?
2016.
Was 2016?
2016.
Was it your first Platties as well?
Yes,
Your first Cable Charity Challenge. Okay,
That's
that was your
correct,
first one. And I remember, like, after that challenge, it was your first challenge, was it?
The first challenge I basically did on the mountain, yeah.
On the mountain?
Yes.
Okay, but before that, did you do any road challenges as well?
Well, actually my running actually started in January, basically. Actually December 2015.
Is there?
That's when I started, you know Nazim?
Yeah,
Dolly?
yeah.
From gymming.
Oh, yeah,
and one
yeah.
morning I saw him running, doing road running.
Okay, wait. Before we get there, wait. Before we get there, I got you. Okay, that was the first challenge that you did with us, right?
Yep.
Okay, and I remember after that challenge, you could see the look on your face, like you hated it, like you had the worst time, and you said never again. I'll never forget you telling your wife that I was watching you, and you were so upset about how. I think I don't know if it was how difficult it was, but the fact that you didn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah, you know, how can I say the pain on the leg?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
because you know Platteklip.
Yeah.
To do it one time is already a lot of pain.
Exactly.
Now to do it 4 times.
And then I can't remember exactly when after that was, but like you were just gone. Like you were like, I think the next challenge you did, on the next practice challenge you did, like you were like on another level. Like, and then you did 3 peaks, and then you did 2 oceans, and you were just on another level. Like I always wanted to ask you, like, what happened? What mindset changed? And like, you obviously trained differently, but there was something that I don't know, something pissed you off or something, but but something happened, man, that I could see, like, this is a different person now. But before we get to that, like, where did you start running? Like, you said in January 2016, right?
Actually, December 2015.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, because I started gymming at in one Virgin Active.
Mm-hmm.
I did this class on certain mornings, the grid class.
Oh, yeah.
And it's there I actually met up with Nazim Dolly. You know, he's a guy, he speaks to everybody.
Yeah, I met him there as well.
Really?
Yeah, I also still remember that time.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And I met up with him, and one morning I was on my way to the gym. I was driving, and then as I'm wanting to enter in one city, I see these 3 people running. Nazim, somebody else, Emilio. I didn't know Emilio at that time.
Oh, is it?
And then a lady, Chrissy, she's also in the gym group.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Me too, yeah. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I see her in the group sometimes active, yeah, in
Is
the
it?
WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
And I saw the 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym, got to the gym, looking out for Nazim. I don't see them. Okay, maybe it wasn't them. Just before the class started, they step in. Okay, we do the class is finished, then I speak to him. Hey Nazim, do you guys do road running? His response to me, yes, you want to join us? And I said, yes please. Then the following day, I started joining them.
Really?
Every 3rd week, because I work shifts that time.
Oh, okay.
When I work afternoon shift, I could join them.
Okay.
And then that's where my running started, yeah. And the mountain thing started as I was running with him normally. As we were running, then they had conversation.
Yes.
Nazim, Emilio, and even Chrissy also,
as
because
well.
she did mountain.
I
at the
remember
time.
she did, yeah. She was with us in the beginning, I remember.
Yeah, she always did Platteklip.
Yes.
And then they were always talking mountain. I never could talk with, because I didn't do mountain. I wasn't sure what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And then one day I just asked him, Nazim, do you guys do mountain? He responds again, yes, you want to join? You want to join?
And you saw him.
And that was I think the Friday I asked him that, and then he said like every weekend on a Saturday,
Yeah.
they come together at the gym, park their cars, and they use one transport
Yes,
up to the mountain.
yes, I remember those days, yeah. Because I used to start with, my first time it was Nazim, it was Emilio, it was Chrissy, and I think Monique as well. We did Devil's Peak, that was my first time with it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that was, and I was stupid, I still had ankle weights on thinking I would make it harder.
What?
And that was a mistake. That was a
Biggest
mistake,
mistake.
yeah. But sorry to disturb you, sorry, man.
No, it's not a problem.
So how was it first time for you, like with them?
The first time up Platteklip. Then it actually that Saturday, Nazim had work commitment, so he couldn't do it the Saturday.
Oh.
So then he moved it to the Sunday.
Okay.
And that Sunday, it was the two of us alone. So we said, no, the other guys, they can't do it on the Sunday, but he's still going.
Okay.
So we said, no, I'm going with you. Got him at the parking at the gym.
Yeah.
We left. And who the person I met on my first ascent up Platteklip, guess who?
Ahmad.
Achis. I met Achis, the legend. Yo. What the way to actually start doing mountain, I met Achis.
Yo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was just some good inspiration, man. I didn't know Achis at the time.
Yes.
But Nazim told me about him, yeah.
Yes.
We went up Platteklip, lekker. I was like almost like an elite athlete. It was my first time. I was excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Went lekker up there. Okay, I think it was only that first one that went lekker. Eventually, when I came afterwards, struggles.
How did you feel on your first double? Because obviously he talked about the charity challenge and then you started training with him. And
Yeah.
so how was your first double summit?
The first double, normally the first one is okay, yeah. But the second one, you think, I'm going all the way up, halfway. you have the thoughts, yeah.
So were you always into fitness? Just a change you took when it came to running, or did you only start running also, or did you only start going to the gym also that year, or?
Yeah, I basically started going gym.
Is it?
That year, yeah.
What made you decide I'm gonna start gymming now? I'm gonna start becoming active.
The medical aid we belong to was
yeah?
on this Discovery.
Yes.
And they got this vitality.
Oh yeah.
Vitality thing, yeah. And there is some benefit where you can actually join the gym. You pay one like an initiation fee once off, yeah. Then you can basically if you meet your targets, then your payment fees per month it's like free. You do not pay that. So I started doing that.
Okay.
And I met some good people at the gym.
Yeah.
That actually moved me towards a good habit.
Yes.
Running and mountaineering, yeah.
So what made you decide after? Okay, what was your first running challenge? Was it after Platties or before Platties?
Before Platties.
Is it? And what was that?
My first road race. That was the Bay to Bay 15K.
You did that first?
Yes, that was early January.
Is
I
it?
basically
I
started
didn't
running
know you did
December.
that. Yeah?
And then January I soon did the race.
Wow.
Because I started doing 4Ks with Nazim.
Oh yeah.
And eventually built it up 4K, then 5K, stepped it up, and I liked it. And it's almost like I didn't know I can run.
Oh
and
wow.
Then,
you ran when you were a child or anything?
On primary school I did sprints, yeah. But that was only in primary school.
But no long distance or nothing?
No,
wow.
no. I never did running. I played soccer in my junior years, but
Yeah.
that and running is totally different.
No, it's completely different, yeah.
So, yeah, I started gymming, and then eventually when I did my first couple of runs with Nazim then, I thought, man, let's try it.
So
I don't know why I went for a 15K.
So you went from just starting to run in December 2015 to doing your first road challenge in January, like basically a month later.
Yeah.
Going from basically couch potato to doing your first challenge within a few months. That within less than a month.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. So how did you enjoy that?
Well, it was tough because that race actually started in Howell Bay. And you know the famous Seikabosi.
Oh yes.
You need to run up there. Yeah. Once you get on top, then it's all downhill. But the Seikabosi was a mission. It was a mission. But then that satisfaction you get afterwards. When you actually get on top, you look down. Hey, I did it.
I did that, yeah.
Let's go for the finish, yeah.
That's awesome.
And that just motivated me to do the next one. I finished that, then I told myself, hey, there's another race coming up. Normally they give pamphlets.
Oh, yes.
Hey, the Lion of Africa, 21K. Let's do this.
Oh, wow.
And I stepped it up to a half marathon.
And when was that?
The half marathon.
Yes.
That was a month after that. That was somewhere in February, yeah.
This guy. Yo, how did that go?
It was also tough, but actually the mistake I did, yeah, I started running and the mileage I actually did, I increased it too soon. I picked up an injury, ITB.
Oh,
I
I hate
picked up
that.
ITB.
I hate that.
So that took me a couple of months, maybe almost 3 months
Sheesh.
to actually heal from that. But then
How did you? What did you do to recover from ITB?
I visited Biokineticus
Oh yeah, yeah.
at the Virgin Active.
Oh, yes.
Glen.
Oh, right there in the
Yep.
in the corner office where you come in.
Yes, at the
Okay,
entrance,
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
to the left.
yes. I remember that. Yeah.
I visited that guy and awesome. He's awesome.
Is it? Yo, man, I'm glad you
I'm
sorted
actually
that.
still using stretch work. I actually
Yeah.
got that time, and I mean that's 2016.
Is
I'm
it?
still using this.
What type of stretch works do you do?
Sorry,
What type of stretch work do you do?
foam rolling,
Mhm.
and there's 5 other. I don't know what he calls it.
Mm-hmm.
What the name of that specific
Oh, okay.
exercise
Yeah.
is.
You,
But it's basically just stretches. Yeah, stretches.
you must show me after this.
Okay,
I'll give
cool.
you some tips.
I'll do it. I'll do
Any
it.
tips could help. But okay, and then you did Platte's, is that? Or
I
did you do
think,
another one?
Yes, my first mountain thingy was Platteklip
That
Charity
was
Challenge.
April or May, somewhere there.
Yes, that's
yeah,
correct.
somewhere
That's
there.
correct.
But what happened after that, man? Because like you 1 minute you were here, the next minute you were gone. Like I'm not saying like you were gone, like you forgot about us, but like you were on another level. Like what happened? Like what changed? What I don't know. Was it your mindset that changed, or the type of training you did? But you were considerably quicker and stronger, and you were just a different person. Like what happened there after that challenge? That I want to know. Like.
Well, when I did my first challenge, I didn't know I was actually capable of doing stuff like that. So when I completed my first challenge, it's almost like I challenged myself. Okay, if I'm gonna do this again, I think my first challenge I did 4 what do you call it? 4
4
ups.
summits, 4 laps.
Four summits,
Yes.
for 4 laps. I told myself, let's go for a 5 next year. I challenged myself. So
Yes.
when I do a race or a challenge, I normally challenge myself for the next one. Let's do better. And then to do better, you need to practice.
Yes.
And that's when it comes to practice, I'm very disciplined
Yes.
and motivated to actually achieve my goal. So my practice is like full on.
So okay, so what did you do? Like what type of training did you do? Because you didn't train with us most of the time, because obviously you were working and other responsibilities. But what type of training did you do specifically during that time to take you to that? Because I remember one time you also said something about hill sprints or hill runs or something to that
Your
effect.
repeats.
I think so. So what did you like specifically do to get to that level to take it?
What I actually did, I Google programs. If you actually, say for instance, a marathon, if you want to run a marathon in sub 4 or sub 3:30 or so,
Yeah.
sometimes there's training plans. I Googled, then I use a certain training plan to
Yes,
actually
yes.
reach my goal. Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I should have googled.
But that's not always good, because eventually after a couple of years in running, I actually two buddies I met on the trails. They actually recommended a certain coach, and then I actually contacted this coach.
Okay.
And it's almost like if you do have a coach, he designed this training plan specifically for you.
For you.
So the two of us, if we actually do the same race, we have the same goals. It's not that our training plan is going to be the same. It's going to be different.
Yes.
Because your
A body types.
your baseline is going to be different than mine.
Okay. Okay,
So
that
for
makes
instance,
sense.
you run a 5K, I run a 5K. Our time's going to be different.
That's
So
true.
the training plan is not going to be the same.
That's true.
You might be stronger on heels. I'm not so strong like you on heels, so it's going to be different. I could do the same as you.
That's true. We will have different weaknesses and strengths.
Exactly. So that's where to have a coach actually is actually good.
Yes. Because I always find on the climbs I'm better than on the straights. So the straights is like I'll normally lose time on the straights.
Okay.
Which is weird. It's supposed to be the easiest.
Yes,
But
yes.
then I always catch somebody on the climb.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Now you normally caught me, Platteklip. And I see, hey, I see you there at the bottom. They look at that. Hey, he's almost on it.
Nah. But yeah, man. And then okay, so the next one you did so after you did you did 3 peaks as well, right?
I think that
20,
same year.
26
That same year I did 3 peaks.
2016, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And then you also did well. You did like very well in 3 peaks.
Yeah.
Especially
I
for
think
your
I finished
first
it
time.
below 10 hours, I think, yeah.
Yeah,
But just to finish it is good already.
exactly.
The time you actually achieve is just a bonus.
How many hours do you get? This from sunrise to sunset now?
I think it's about 14 hours.
Is it
I
14
think.
in total?
Yes.
14 in total. And just for people who don't understand or don't know, could you just take us through, okay, first of all, Platteklip Charity Challenge, like what you have to do through that, and then also Three Peaks, like what that entails. Like, can you just explain the race?
Okay. Well, that first year I did the charity challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You started at the lower cable station, then you ran down Tafelberg Road till the start of Platteklip Gorge. Then you go up Platteklip Gorge until the summit, then up towards Table Mountain, towards the upper cable station. When you get there, you get a free ride down,
Mm.
and then that's your first loop.
Yeah.
And then you need to do that same loop
Yeah.
a couple of times
Yeah.
until you can't do it anymore,
Yeah.
or until you reach the cutoff.
Yes. I remember back when we started, it was a minimum of 4 times per person. You had to do it a minimum of 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, that's tough.
Yeah.
Because my first time I
You
managed only
you
4.
did 4, yeah. Yeah. And then Three Peaks?
3 peaks. You start at Green Market Square. Then you make your way towards the mountain. You can choose any route.
Mm.
You just need to get to the first one is Devil's Peak. Then you ascend Devil's Peak. You touch the beacon there, and down again. You can follow any route, but normally people choose the shortest route. Yeah.
Okay.
Back down again to Green Market Square.
Okay.
Then you need to just tag there. They take your details, and then up again towards the mountain. Or again any route, but the shortest is the best.
Yeah.
Up to Platteklip. You go up Platteklip. On top, you move left towards Maclear's Beacon.
Maclear's, yeah.
You tap the beacon there and back down again to Green Market Square. And then again, the last one, back up again to Lion's Head. Tap the beacon and down again. And then that down is the last down. When you get to Green Market Square, then you finish.
Yeah. How many kilometers is that in total?
It's plus minus 50k.
50. Gosh. And that's mostly up.
I would say so, yeah,
Yeah.
because on the down you don't actually feel
You don't
it. Yeah.
feel
You
it
just
so
feel
much.
up.
Yo, man. And then I remember you did your first 2 oceans, right?
Yep, I think 2017.
Did you move immediately to doing the full marathon, or did you do the half one first and then go to?
I did the half. That was the one I picked up, that ITB injury.
Oh,
I did the half.
okay,
Yeah. And that's the
okay.
only half I actually did in my life.
Is it after that? I was like,
Yeah, because then when I finished that, it's almost like I challenged myself. Hey, let's go for a marathon. And then I think I did Sanlam Cape Town Marathon that year.
Yeah.
Then I had to practice for that. Yeah.
Oh.
I finished my first Sanlam Marathon. Oh, it was tough, eh? All these races is tough.
Because obviously you push yourself. You want to make the best possible time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's not like you're just coasting and.
No,
Yeah.
not
No.
really.
I know you. I know you always wanted to improve your previous
Yes,
best.
yes.
Yeah. I know. I can see all your times. Every time I was like, wait, again, like again, again. And then what made you decide to do 2 oceans? I'm sorry, Comrades.
Comrade. Well, I finished my first marathon. And to do an ultra, you need to have a qualifier. You do a
Okay.
marathon, and you need to do it within a certain time. So if I
Oh.
think for 2 oceans, you need to 4 hours 50 minutes.
Okay.
Comrades is 5 hours. I speak under correction, I'm not sure.
Oh.
So you need to when you run a marathon, and you want to use that as a qualifier for the ultra, you need to do it within a certain time.
So your first full marathon, what was your time there?
4:24, I think.
4:24.
Yes, and that was within the
Yes.
qualifying criteria.
And
for
was
the-
your first one?
That was my first marathon.
And you just, sheesh,
No,
yo,
but it was tough. It was tough. Eh?
but
It was
still,
tough.
your first one and boom, out the gate. Normally people, you know how hard it is for people. Like people take years to make that time to qualify for Comrades, and here you come along and just boom, destroy it, and okay, let's do Comrades. Yo,
I didn't think about doing Comrades at that time. Yeah, my focus was only 2 oceans,
2 oceans.
because I told myself, okay, let's try oceans, get that one right, and if you got that, okay, then move for Comrades.
Okay, so by that time, how many years has passed? So from say December 2016, up until that moment when you got that time 4:25, right?
Okay.
How many years have passed?
That was less than a year.
Oh fuck! You see, this is what I'm saying. He was gone. He was next level. Like in a year, like what? What happened? Like I still don't understand. Like did like aliens come and give you powers? Because to do that in a year, like from not running at all to come and do that in a year is ridiculous.
Yeah, it basically comes down to commitment, yeah. Because I was committed to training. Like if I have a training run, it would maybe rain outside.
Yeah.
No, I just put on my gear. I go running.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. But besides that, was there like a mental shift in some way, like that made you believe that this was possible, that you could push yourself like this? Is there something? I don't know. Man. I'm just trying to find, because like it must have been a switch. I mean, it's a year. It's a fucking year. Like, people don't understand how crazy that is. Like, people, like I just said earlier, like, people spend their whole life, like, trying to get to that time so they can qualify for the Comrades.
Yeah,
and here
yeah.
you come within a fucking year without any experience at all, from sitting at home, watching, either spending time with the family, watching soapies or whatever. I don't know what you did before that, to becoming this ultra runner. Like what? What?
That's also the other thing. When I started doing running, I had a couple of bad habits. And when I actually started doing running,
Yeah?
I didn't see the need for that bad habits anymore.
Is it?
So I just
let it go.
pushed it one side, yeah, let it go. And my new thing now was running.
Yeah.
Road running, trail running, and that's what I basically do, and I enjoy it. I love it.
Heavy. So, like, were you doing these bad habits for a long period of time?
Yeah, so
Is it?
when you were a young guy, you start doing stuff, and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
booze and all that stuff.
Yeah. And
Eventually, you start doing it without even knowing.
Yeah, it just becomes
You don't
normal.
even think. Yeah, it's just normal.
It's
Yeah.
normal. Yeah. You don't think of it as a bad habit, or you don't
Exactly.
think of it as destruction to your body, or
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So
So
why
running
did you?
basically
Why
saved
did
me. Running basically saved me.
I love stories like that, man. Why did you decide to make that change, though?
Well, when I started running, I didn't know I can run. And normally when the group I ran with, they would normally motivate me saying, wow, that was a nice run, it's a good run, good pace and stuff. So, and I think, oh, okay, maybe I can. Let's try and do better.
So were you still engaged with those bad habits before you started running? Oh, sorry. When you just started running, were you still engaged with those bad habits? And then as time went by, after you could see your results getting better, then you started to let go of those bad habits?
Yes, but it was very soon, yeah. It was very soon when I started running.
Yeah? So like it was like a switch, like you just decided, I'm done, or
Maybe not instantaneously, yeah, but it took a couple
Gradually.
of weeks, yeah, gradually, yeah.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
That is like
basically.
this. like people normally take like months or a year to gradually distance themselves from that old life, to let go from that old life, because a lot of your friends are still doing those bad habits.
Yes.
You know, so it's not just a matter of easy as I'm gonna stop now. It's also letting go of, or telling your friends then, no thank you, your family, no thank you, I'm doing this now. And how did they react to this change?
Not really, because when I actually got married, there wasn't a lot of interaction with my friends a lot. You know, when you
Okay.
get married, you
Yes.
get kids, responsibilities. So obviously, you need to focus more on the family. You can't. There's family problems at home. But okay, now I'm gonna go to the buddies.
Yeah,
It doesn't work like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
So but they basically just saw, like, maybe on social media or on the group chat. Yeah.
Yes.
Seeing me doing stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not that there was actually a bad vibe between us, yeah.
Okay, and your family at home, were they support? Okay, I know your wife is your biggest supporter. She's at every event. Like, respect to your wife. Like, she really supports. She's your biggest cheerleader. Eh?
Absolutely.
And that is
absolutely.
priceless. That is priceless.
It really means a lot, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
because I mean, in the build up to races, my practice sessions, I'm away from home a lot. Say for instance, you do a long run, 5-hour run. I'm away from home. I leave home early in the morning, maybe 5 o'clock. I'm back 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Sure.
So she's supportive in that way. Yeah. It's not like she's cross or anything.
Yeah.
No, she supports it. Yeah.
Sure, man.
And she's also not trying. She is also running. Yeah, but not
Is it?
as me. Yeah. As a lot like me.
Oh, I
When
remember.
she do her running. Yeah.
You said not too long ago, but you mentioned you were supporting her in a park run or something. Something she was doing. So you were supporting her at some event. So I was, and then it made me think. Okay, she's also getting into it now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
She's
good, man.
Yeah, normally there's certain park runs we actually did together. Yeah, like the whole family, me, my wife, 2 kids.
And how were they about you running?
My son loved the running.
Is it?
My daughter not so much.
Yeah.
But my son, he's into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now mountain, because my wife did couple of social runs with Solomon hiking group.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, my son love it. My son
Is
love
it?
it. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. How old is he now? He's 13?
He's 39.
13. You spoke off mic before we got in here. You spoke about your childhood. Like you used to watch the Comrades, like early morning, you used to watch it without knowing that you would want to compete in that
Yes.
race one day. Like, how
Yep.
old were you back then?
Yo, I was still in primary school.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't remember which year exactly, but I mean I was in primary school, still a pioneer. Then normally, previous years, Comrades was on the 31st of May, Republic Day. That was a public holiday. And then normally, in the morning, 5:30, set the alarm. I wake up, my sleeping bag, the sleeping bag
Oh,
we use
yes.
for camping,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in front of the TV. Put the
Yeah.
TV on, watch the build up. The race starts. I'll be stuck in front of the TV the whole time
Is
because
it?
I was Bruce Fordyce fan.
Ah.
Watching it the whole time
Yeah.
until the first guy's over, and then maybe watching for the next second, third, fourth place, and then eventually, okay, I'm done. Cool. But in that time, I've never thought of actually growing up and actually doing Comrades. That developed just when I actually started doing running with Nazim them
Yes,
or with
yes.
this group, and eventually I just took it up a couple of levels until eventually I told the start line at Comrades.
Wow.
In 2018. That was my first one.
2018. That was the up first, no?
No, that was also a down.
Was it just down as well?
19 was the up.
The up.
2019, yeah.
So, but okay, before we come to back then, I just want to understand back then when you were watching the Comrades, like, what made you want to watch it in the first place? As a child, waking up so early to watch this race, like, what made you want to sit there in front of the TV and watch this?
Well, because it was a public holiday, and May is like not the middle of winter, autumn, winter, yeah, and it's cold. So as a kid, I didn't want to play in the cold, so then I would relax in front of the TV. And the other thing, Bruce Fordyce.
Yeah.
I don't know how it actually came for me to watch the first Comrades. The first one I watched. I think
Yes.
it was because of my mom. I think my mom was still living that time.
Okay.
Then she watched it, and I maybe joined her.
Oh.
And I think she was also a Bruce Fordyce fan, and that's how I actually came to know the name Bruce Fordyce. And then eventually I also became a big fan. And then the following year, without even thinking, when is my mom gonna watch it? No, I was gonna wake up in front of the TV and waiting for Bruce Fordyce.
Nice.
And eventually it built up. Yeah, Bruce. There was a couple of years Bruce Fordyce didn't win. I think it was Sean Bester was another guy who won a couple of times, and Sean Wickeljohn also, I think, once or twice. Sean Wickeljohn, yeah.
But
So I still remember the names.
in what year was that?
Ooh, I was still in primary school, so that could be in the 80s.
In the 80s.
That's in the 80s, yeah.
Gosh, it's a long time ago. Sure. So when you were growing up and you're watching these guys on TV, the fact that you said you didn't necessarily think that you wanted to do that one day,
And
was
I
it-
never thought about that.
Was it because maybe you thought it was impossible, or what? Why did you never?
No, not
It
really.
just didn't
because-
interest you.
No, I didn't have any exposure actually to running that time, so I never thought about doing running.
Okay.
I did play soccer as a youngster, yeah, but soccer, running is
not the same.
different games, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only when I got the exposure to running, that's where I actually started thinking, okay, let's go, let's do the longer distance, let's do the longer distance.
Yeah.
Until eventually, I'm at ultras now, yeah.
Okay. Now we're in ultras. Tell me your first Comrades. how did that go down? Like, what was your expectation and how was your first Comrades? Like, how did you feel running that?
Well, going into the race, yeah, I did training on my own, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Training, I actually Googled a training plan. What's the guy's name? Coach Perry. I don't know if you heard about him. I think he's the official Comrades coach, yeah.
Is it?
Now, on the web, there is certain plans you could actually download. So I actually followed the program of him for my first Comrades.
Yeah.
Followed that. That was the build up. On race day, that was also a down run, yeah. My goal was just to finish because I didn't know what was Comrades about. You can't go into your first one expecting, I want to do a Bill Rowan. A Bill Rowan is a sub 9, or even a sub 10 or whatever. I just wanted to finish. Race started, everything went well, and they call it the down run, but I don't know why they call it the down run because the hills is same like the up run. It's the same hills.
Yeah.
You just do it the opposite direction.
It's just reversed, yeah.
Yeah, because if you do the up, you go up to that hill. If you go down, you also need to run to the top of that hill and go down.
They go
again.
down, exactly.
So it's the same. It's just opposite direction.
Yeah.
So the hills is like, ooh, it's torture. But it's lekker. It's lekker. And I eventually managed to finish in a time just below 10 hours. I just wanted to finish.
So under 10 hours, your first one.
That's correct, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? you, your first time you did it, and it's a sub 10. You know how many people go there and don't even finish their first time, and they struggle, and you on your first, people don't understand this, and that's how long is it? It's about a year, right?
My first Comrades.
Was it?
I think I did 2018 my first one, so it was after 2 years.
Oh, okay, after 2
years.
Yeah. You see, like 2 years, and a sub. Okay. People don't understand how hard this is.
Oh, it is flipping hard, yeah. It is flipping hard.
I mean, you're just after 2 years of running, not 2 years of competitive running, but 2 years of running period. Like, how? How, man? Like, I've still... Okay. You obviously had this desire to accomplish these great feats. And you obviously, like you said, did your research, you Googled training programs and what... I've never ran that race and I don't think I ever will. But what... Okay, so take us through the day. Like, let's say you get there in the morning. Like, what time do you have to report to the race?
On race day now.
On race day, yes.
Okay, doing the down run.
Yeah.
Now it depends where you are actually staying the previous day. Now me and my wife, we actually opted to be in Durban. We actually hired a hotel in Durban, but the start is in Pietermaritzburg. And the start time is 5:30.
Okay.
You need to be in the starting pen an hour before the starting time. So you need 4:30. You need to be in the starting pen. Depending which seeding you got, you get A. That's your elites, fast runners, and it goes up B, C, D until eventually I think it's about H. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's about more than 100 meters from the start point. Yeah. So if you wish to get a good seeding, then your qualifier needs to be good.
Okay, I was just going to get to that. So your qualifier, meaning your races prior to that, let's say you do the Cape Town Marathon, then that needs to be on point, let's say.
That determines your seeding.
Seeding for the Comrade.
Yes.
Okay,
and even 2 Oceans also, yeah.
Got you. So what was your seeding for the Comrades, your first one?
The first one I think was D.
Was it D?
D, yeah.
Wow, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Sheesh. So like let's say you D, right? And obviously it's A. So the A goes first, right?
They are right in front, yeah.
Right in front. So when they go, how many minutes do they give them a chance to go before they let B go?
No, everybody starts the same time.
The same, okay.
Yeah. When the gun goes off,
yes,
everybody starts together.
Okay.
But now, say for instance, you in the H seating, you're right at the back. You're going to start crawling.
Yes.
Eventually,
there's so much traffic.
Then you can start walking fast, and it takes a couple of 100 meters for the people at the back to actually start running. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Heavy. Heavy. Okay. So.
Oh yes, you wanted to ask me the starting time and all that.
Yes. Okay.
And then on the day of the race, like Saturday, I had to wake up 1 o'clock. Actually, before 1 o'clock, I had to wake up to be ready for breakfast 1 o'clock. So I had breakfast 1 o'clock at the hotel.
Wait. What time did you wake up?
Before 1.
Before 1?
Yes.
And you had breakfast
Yes.
at around 1?
After 1. From 1 o'clock, breakfast was available from 1 o'clock, yeah. So you needed to
in
be
the
there
hotel.
after
Okay,
1. Yeah.
got you. Okay.
So I got there just after 1.
Wait, so what do you eat on race day?
Well, I just kept it the same because here at home,
Mhm.
normally I just eat my 2 biscuits, wheat bix.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all.
Wow, that used to be my favorite thing in the world.
Is it?
Wheat bix, wheat bix and milk. It used to double. Yeah. Okay, so it's just wheat bix. How many blocks of wheat bix?
2,
Just
2 blocks.
two?
Yeah.
Okay, and milk? No milk?
Yeah, milk, yeah.
Milk,
Hot milk,
okay.
Hot milk, yeah.
And what else do you have with that?
Nothing else.
Fuck.
I just took 2 bananas as I left the eating hall.
Yeah.
There was like a nice basket thingy, fruits and everything. I just took 2 bananas because 1 o'clock and 5:30.
There's a
big
massive
gap.
gap.
Yeah. I need to eat something in between, yeah.
So why did you eat at 1? Why not 2?
Because I needed to finish breakfast. Then I needed to be 2 o'clock at the there was buses available that actually
To take
collect you from Durban and drops you at the start
at the
point.
start.
So
How
that was
long is that
between-
journey?
That was more than an hour.
More than an
and a
hour,
half,
yes.
Hour and a half, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So if you had the option of, let's say you could, okay, you obviously do, but let's say ideally what would be the best time to eat before a race?
Normally my training runs, it's about hour and a half
Mm-hmm.
before, yeah.
So wouldn't it, okay, so the only reason you ate at 1 was because you needed to be, you needed to use the bus.
The transport, yeah.
Okay, so wouldn't it be more ideal if you took food with you and ate on the way? Or
Yes,
wouldn't
but-
you want to risk that? Or?
Yes, that would have been good, but I wanted to keep it the same as training days, you know.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if I take something with, it's not going to be wheat bix. It needs to be something different.
No, you can take wheat bix with, but just have cold milk. Like you mix it in cold milk and.
Not for me.
Is it?
Not cold milk.
Okay, so just because of the taste factor, you wouldn't wanna.
Yes.
Okay, but aren't you worried your performance is gonna be affected by eating too early, and maybe you're gonna get hungry too, or your energy is gonna.
I didn't actually think about that. I just thought,
Really?
as long as I
I
have
would
breakfast.
worry about that the most. Are you serious? You didn't think you just.
I just thought, okay, as long as I do have breakfast.
Okay, but you had the bananas also to carry. Okay, okay,
Yes.
got you.
But I took that long afterwards, the breakfast, yeah. That was after I got out of the bus, yeah.
Mhm.
So that was within an hour before the start of the race.
Okay,
I
then
consumed
you had
bananas.
so hour
Yes.
before. Okay, no, that makes sense because you're used to eating an hour before running training. So okay, got you.
But not normally bananas, yeah. So,
Okay.
But I think on the race, I think that consumption of the bananas actually played up in my tummy, yeah, because the tummy wasn't used to that. Bananas early in the
Early
morning,
in the morning.
and I could feel it on the race day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to stick to what your body's already used to. You don't want to
Yes.
change anything on the last minute and then you upset something. But when you said it played in your stomach, like what? Like how did you feel? Like was it cramps or was it?
Yeah, almost like a cramp. There was something sticking here in my tummy. Yeah. And
Really?
eventually, that actually affected my run, and I needed to do my thingy.
Is it?
Yeah.
And
There-
that affected
there
your
is
time?
portable. There is
Oh, is
portable.
Is it?
Units.
Okay.
On the route, yeah, there is portable.
How much did that affect your time?
Almost 15 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, it was 10
So
to
you
15
could
minutes.
have been even quicker if it
No.
wasn't for this banana.
You can't take your time, yeah.
Wow.
You have to do it decent and properly.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if you didn't, if let's say you had wheat bix an hour before the race and never had those bananas, like your time could have been even better because you wouldn't have been affected by.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't have made a big difference. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because in the race, yeah, at about 70 k's, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was when I did the last big hill. They call it Cowie's Hill.
Okay.
That was a killer.
Is it?
I mean, your legs already,
Mm.
they are shot. And then
Really?
you must do this big hill.
Sheesh, man. Yeah.
Luckily, that time when I reached the top of the hill, my body was done. My body said, man, let's just walk it out. You can try for the Bill Rowan next year or whenever.
Did you say that to yourself?
My body was actually communicating that to me. Yeah. My body was done. But then, as I was on the top of the hill walking, I heard almost like soldiers marching.
Yeah.
I turned around. It's the sub 9 bus. You know what a bus is now?
Yes,
In a
yes,
race?
yes.
The sub 9 bus.
Really?
So I had to jump on that bus because my goal was to reach a sub 9 finish, like under 9 hours.
Yeah.
And if that bus passed me, I won't be
You
able to
wouldn't-
actually finish sub 9. I had to jump on that bus.
Oh my goodness.
So
See-
I
see-
had to
see, you had-
mentally
you
tell the
mentally
body, hey, you okay?
had to pace me.
Let's-
Oh
yeah.
wow. That's heavy.
Yeah. That was tough, that last 18 kilometers.
And that made you realize it's possible. When you heard these footsteps, when you saw the sub
When
9
I
bus.
saw the bus, okay,
Yeah.
this is my last hope.
Wow.
But luckily the guy that actually steered the bus, the leader in the bus,
Yes, yes.
he did it so gentle. Because
Oh.
there were still hills after that,
Yes.
after the big hill, there were still hills. But on the hills, he had his, the strategy was to walk at certain times. But he worked it in his pace.
Oh,
So that-
okay.
so that was
Okay,
good, yeah.
that makes sense.
That was good.
That's cool. Just explain to people what's a bus. I'm sure people, if there's people who are watching that don't know what a
Okay.
bus is, yeah.
Normally in a race like half marathon, marathons, if you actually plan to finish, say for instance a marathon, you want to finish in a sub 4 hours, then normally there will be somebody with an indicator, maybe a flag or something, then it's written there 4 hour or sub 4 hours, sub 3:30, and that guy have a strategy to actually bring that bus in at that time. Or not actually at that time, just below it. So a sub 4 will be less than 4 hours. So if you've got a goal, you can actually join that bus because the guy that's leading the bus has got the expertise to actually follow good times to actually bring you in that time in a gentle way.
I like that gentle way. But besides you hearing the bus, besides you seeing this group, like what? Okay, you said you were mentally done. You said you gave up.
No, not mentally. I was
Oh, sorry,
I was
physically.
done,
Sorry,
yeah.
physically. Sorry, physically. It's a big difference. Physically done. Like, what inside mentally changed to say, I gotta catch this bus. I gotta put in the
I've
work.
got to climb onto this bus
Yeah.
because they were still behind me. I could hear the
Mm.
steps because it's a big group. Now, if they run, you can hear everyone's steps.
Mm.
So that's what I heard. I was looking behind me and saying, "Hey, is this bus coming? I need to jump on this bus."
So that was a trigger that made you realize, hold on, I have to catch this if I want to make it.
As I was walking before I actually heard the bus,
Yeah.
I was looking at the time. I said, "Oh, this is like borderline. I need to maintain a 6-minute pace now to actually finish and reach my goal." And that's when I heard the bus.
Sheesh.
And I just jumped on the bus, and
Wow.
the driver of the bus, the leader,
Mhm.
he was quiet. He was quiet.
sure,
He was
man.
very gentle.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So you're at this point. At what moment of the race was this? How many kilometers
That
in?
was 72 kilometers
72
in.
kilometers in.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Still 18 to go.
Sheesh. And you were feeling like that already. Like what was hurting the most at that point?
My quads,
Your quads.
because of the heels, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Quads and my calves also, yeah.
Your
I could
calf-
feel it, yeah.
is
But,
it?
but most of the quads, yeah.
Weren't you hungry also?
Yes, I
What do you eat? Like, okay, I see a lot of drinks getting passed along the road, but is there any food that they also consume?
Yes, there's certain aid stations that they've got bananas,
Mhm.
potatoes,
Okay.
chips, summer chips.
Yes, yes.
But summer chip is not a meal, but it's
For the
nice.
salt.
It's nice. Yeah, the
That
salt is good. Yeah.
Yeah, you need the sodium. So what do you normally take from those stands?
I prefer the potatoes, but on Sunday, I don't know. I looked at the potato, but I wasn't list for potatoes.
Is it?
I consume bananas. Yeah.
Again the banana.
Yeah. Yes. How silly.
What made what made you take that banana, that evil? what made you?
But luckily, consuming the bananas on the race, it didn't have any effect. Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, yeah.
Was the fact maybe that your stomach was upset also because of the nerves factor maybe?
I was thinking about that. It could be
adrenaline
nerves also. It could be.
Because nothing really necessarily bad about a banana.
No, no.
So-
I'm not criticizing the banana. Yeah.
So maybe it could have been a mixture of nerves, the anxiety, you put this pressure on yourself to accomplish this great feat, and now you're here on race day, and everyone's watching, and you obviously hold yourself to high standards, and you want to do better than you did last year, and now you're here on the big stage.
Yes, yes.
So it could have been.
I think, yeah, it could be nerves, yeah. It could be nerves because at the start, the energy, your energy is so high.
That
So actually,
adrenaline.
when I actually started the race also, I actually started too fast. But it's just because the energy,
The
the
adrenaline,
Comrades
yes.
energy is so high. You just drink,
That's so true. Because remember, like whenever we do Platties, nah, like you always tell me, like when you're training, you never have cramps. The moment come race day, then it's cramps, then it's this. So I think it's got to play a factor.
Yeah,
Adrenaline and that anxiety, that nervous tension in the air. That
Yeah.
I just want to do well. I think that plays a factor.
Must be, yeah.
Sure, man. Okay, so 18 kilometers to go. You jumped on the bus. What was next for you to look forward to? Like the next milestone to get through this
To the finish.
to the finish here.
It was just a matter of hanging onto that bus. That was my
So
only hope, yeah.
The
Just
bus
to
takes
hang
you
onto the
through
bus.
all the way to the
Yes,
finish. Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought the bus.
No,
okay.
the bus, the leader in the bus, he's also a runner. He also got his number, everything. He
Oh,
also
really?
entered. Yeah, he also entered. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just when he enters, I don't know if they apply to actually do that. I don't know what's the procedure.
Oh,
But at every race, you will have buses.
Okay. I honestly thought this guy just jumps on periodically for people.
No.
Okay. So
The-
he's
the-
an actual runner.
The leader in the bus, he's got a huge job because
Wow.
the people in the bus trust him to actually bring them in at that
Sheesh.
certain time.
Wow.
Yes. And there's many times that a bus driver actually fails to do it. Yeah, there is certain cases.
I was just going to ask you about that because now you're hanging on this person. But obviously you haven't watched, you can see, this bra's not up to
Yes.
standard over here.
But normally,
or-
if the leader sees he's not going to make it, he will communicate to the bus saying,
Okay.
guys, I'm not feeling good.
Oh,
You need to go on your
'Cause
own, this and that. And
that must be a lot of pressure on that bus driver because
yes, it is.
because I thought like he would be fresher than the others so that he can take it through. But now he's on the same level as everyone because he started with everyone else. Now he has to maintain this pace, and everyone's dreams and hopes is based on this
his
guy.
shoulders, yep.
Yo,
It's a huge job.
Yo.
Yeah. It's a huge job.
that's crazy. Yeah, would you want to be a bus driver one day?
Ooh, no, that's too much pressure. Too
Is
much
it?
pressure. Yeah, but I actually, yeah, to be honest, yes. But not like a fast bus like that. I will do,
Okay.
if Comrades, maybe 11 and a half, 12-hour bus even.
But that's one day when you are not pushing those numbers anymore. Then you
Yes.
will do something like that. But right now you're still on a mission.
To actually help the next runner, yeah.
Yes.
Because there's lots of people going on into race day. They got aims, like myself.
Yes,
I,
yes.
I had a goal for Sunday,
Mhm.
wanting to finish in a sub-9. And as I said, that bus was actually my savior. The bus saved me.
Sure, man. Do you know the bus driver's name?
Joe.
Joe.
That's not his full name. I think it's Joseph something. But I
Okay.
know on his on that
The flag.
stick, that flag,
Yes.
Joe.
Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Kwame Masake.
That's awesome, man.
I must actually look up his name. Yeah, I must check in the results and just if he's on social media, just give him a kudos because he actually saved me. Yeah.
Sure, man.
Not actually saved me. I would have finished, yeah, but I had a goal on the day.
For that time, yes,
Yes.
specifically. That is crazy. That is crazy. So you've been okay, wait. Before we go there. Okay, so you finished it. How did you feel that moment when you finished it and you knew that you accomplished the sub-9?
Before we finished, we were actually busy entering the stadium. Yo, the gears in the bus. Boom! It just lit up.
It was energy.
And before that, I was like done, man.
Yeah.
I was looking for energy. I couldn't find energy, but when that gears lit so up, I got like a what noem hulle dit, like the tweede asem.
Yes,
Second
yes, the
breath.
second wind.
Yay!
Yo.
You said no.
Sure, man.
And then it was lekker till the finish, but after the finish, so I could feel,
Yeah.
my body is done.
Is it? And your wife was at the finish line?
Yes, yeah, she supported me on 3 other points before the finish.
Oh, is it?
And then before the finish also, yeah, that last 2 kilometers, I remember running. I was looking at the runners in the bus at their feet because I didn't want to look up. If I look up, I see the stadium. If my eyes see the stadium,
you
the
wanna-
body reacts to that. The body say, that's too far. I won't make it. And then I decided rather look down.
Keep looking down, yes.
I looked at the guys running in front of me, the steps. Now I can't see the stadium. So that's about 2 kilometers before the stadium. I was running, just looking down, focusing on the steps. I heard, Rodney. I look, hey, there's my wife here.
Then you knew.
I say,
It's
you
in
make
the,
it,
it's,
you make
it's
it.
in the bag.
I was in so much pain on the shoulder. Fast. But then she knew, yeah, if you're gonna stick to that bus now, then it's a done deal. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Now she's my biggest supporter.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And yeah, you told me she had some treats for you at the hotel.
Yes, she actually bought it while she was on the route supporting me. Because the stuff she had, she came up with a bag. It was cold. It's almost like this bag was a fridge. It wasn't a fridge, but I mean, it was bought now recently.
Yeah.
Like nice shampoos, something for me, something to eat.
That's awesome, man. But how did you feel? Okay, obviously you were overjoyed and you were happy. Did you have any tears?
Yeah, I was a bit emotional. Yeah,
Yes.
just when I crossed the finish, I got my medal.
Yeah.
I actually achieved it.
Yeah.
And I just went to one spot. They just went to go lay down. Was a bit emotional there. But my eyes was closed. And then I heard sounds. I opened my eyes. The guy is here with a stretcher next to me. I said, what? He told me, no, we're just going to take you to... I said, no, but I'm good. No, sir, but you can't lay here. They come with a stretcher. Because I was laying down, man, on my back.
Oh, so they thought you had an emergency, like you were ill or
I
something.
needed some attention.
Some attention.
I said, no, I'm good. I stand up. And then that last piece was to actually walk up that big steps.
I saw those steps, yeah. Yo, man, yeah. How did that feel though?
Going up
those steps afterwards.
It was a bit tough. It was a bit I could feel it in my quads, yeah. I could feel it big time in the quads, yeah. But I made it there to the top.
Is it? Yeah, man.
Had a couple of buddies there.
After that massive race, then yeah, you must still
do that.
That's like your platties after that.
That's the bonus, yeah. You finish your race, then you must still do Platteklip.
How did you? Okay, so how did you feel the next day, like physically, like with regards to aches and pains, muscle soreness? How did you feel?
Well, there was lots of tenderness, quads, calves. There was lots of tenderness there.
And
but
core, back,
a lower back maybe. It was. Yeah, but not so bad, yeah.
But
mostly just here quads and my calves, yeah.
Okay.
But what my wife recommended, because we were just opposite the beach. Can see it too. So just went in, seawater.
The seawater.
Was there for a while. And then it was much better after that, yeah.
Yeah, lekker.
By Wednesday, I was like fully recovered, yeah.
Wow.
My legs. Wednesday, Thursday, yeah.
Okay, other than those ocean dips, like what else did you do? For recovery now?
After the race at the hotel, I did a cold a bath, cold water.
Did you use ice bath?
Yes, not ice, no, it's just normal cold water. There was actually people, I got them in the lift.
Yeah.
They actually went downstairs for ice.
Yes.
I checked, not me, not ice. That's normal tap water for me.
You don't like ice baths?
Yes, I like it, but it was too sore. There was too much pain.
Oh, too much. Okay. Okay, so you did the cold baths, you did the ocean.
The ocean was the following morning.
Following morning?
Yes.
And what else did you do like for recovery?
Nothing.
Nothing? Is it doing stretches?
I was supposed to do stretches. No, my wife actually recommended me doing it. I didn't do anything.
Is it? Did she massage your legs then?
No, she won't.
Why not?
No, she just told me, just go cold bath or whatever. No massages for you.
That's funny. That's funny, yeah. I honestly would have thought she would have massaged your legs and stuff. Okay.
No.
So how do you normally train for, let's say I come to you and I say, Rodney, I want to do Comrades. Okay, now let's just pretend I've been doing other marathons before. Okay. Let's take it a step back. Let's say I want to do my first marathon. What would you recommend I do for training? Like in terms of how many kilometers to run per day kind of thing, or how do I do hills? Like what would you recommend me doing?
It's actually broken up into different different sessions there. In the week you would do maybe one day your heels, another day maybe speed work, and then you've got like easy run also.
Oh, speed work as well.
Easy, maybe 2 runs. It depends if you want to run 5 days a week. Like I practice 5 days a week.
Okay.
It's weekends. That's already 2, and then 3 in a week.
Okay.
The other 2, that's your recovery days. So the 1 day would be hills maybe. Not every week. It depends. But the 1 day hills, the one's speed work, and the one is your recovery run.
Okay.
Because you can't put the body under so much stress every day.
Every day.
You need to recover also.
That's true.
And your recovery runs, your easy runs, that's actually where your muscles actually grow. That easy runs, yeah. The easy runs, I would say, is your most important runs. It's not the hill or the this.
Yes.
That easy run, that's your most important run.
When you say easy run, just take me through what an easy run would be.
Say for instance, your race pace, yeah, like your 5K, your best 5K is maybe 6 minutes per kilometer average. Now your easy run
That's
would be
not an easy run. Oh wait, okay, wait. You're talking about
No,
normal. Okay,
yes,
I'm checking now. Hold on. Hold on, okay.
then your easy run would be much slower than that, maybe 7.5 to 8
That's
minutes
still not
pace.
easy. Slow down. Okay, from you like 10 minutes. Okay, got you. Okay.
No, but it will be much slower than that. Yeah. Say for instance, your best 5K is like 6 minutes average pace. Your easy run would be 2 minutes slower.
Okay, got you.
Could be less. It depends from athlete to athlete. Yeah.
Got you.
And the more you're gonna practice, your easy run's gonna be it's too easy for me.
Easy.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
The stronger you're gonna get. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that how you would normally train for Comrades as well? That type of work, 5 days a week, 2 days off. Can the 2 days be 2 consecutive days, or can you say like I'm gonna train 3 days, 1 day break, and then 2 days, 1 day break kind of thing? Or
well, to be honest with you, I don't know if you can actually play around with that. Yeah, I actually made use of a coach. Yeah, with my recent Comrades.
Yes.
And that's how we actually set it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a weekend would normally on a weekend would be your long run.
Oh.
Your long run you do it over the weekend.
When you say long run, how long is your long run?
It actually depends. If you practice for a marathon, there's actually that build up in the beginning. Say for instance, you start 3 months before the actual marathon. Yeah.
Okay.
There wouldn't be much long runs in the beginning, but you're building up.
Yes.
Until you get to your big long runs. And for a marathon, I think a long run would be about 30 k's. I think 35 k's. You get certain people that actually run the marathon distance as a long run. Yeah, you get people that even more than that.
Wow.
That depends, but that's normally athletes that's been running for many years already.
Centuries.
Yes.
Yeah. Since Van Riebeek was here, they've been running.
Before that.
Okay, so you would normally, let's say, run 30 k's on your long run on a weekend.
It depends what you're practicing for.
Okay.
So for the marathon, maybe, yeah.
And for Comrades?
Comrades, you go up to 50 plus. That's your long run.
Sheesh.
I think, yeah, I did a 50k. That was one of my longest long run. Was it more than 50? No, it was 50k, yeah.
The week before the race, what do you do? Nothing. Would you do easy runs or?
No, you still do running, yeah. Like the Tuesday before that, I still had like a type of threshold run, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So the last run you did was the Tuesday before the
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The Saturday normally that's your shakeout run. Almost like you just shake all that nerves and stuff. Easy run. It's an easy run, yeah.
Easy.
But just to shake that legs loose, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I would have thought you'd just relax and give your body a chance to recover from the practice.
That's what I did previous years. When I just did things on my own, yeah. I said, okay, that last week I'm gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
But
because people really also told me, like, who've done marathons before, no, you must do nothing in the weekend. That always bothered me, doing nothing. Like, but it's so good to hear you actually say that you actually still train, even though it's like an easy run. Like you said, the day before was an easy run, but
yes.
But you still doing work. That's quite.
Yeah, in that week, the Tuesday, as I said, yeah, that was almost like a speed session, basically. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's crazy. Threshold run.
And do you do any like going to like massage therapist?
I actually did. This was my first one. I did like a sports massage.
Yeah.
It was recommended by one of my running buddies.
Okay.
That was my first one. It was so, eh? It was so. But actually, that the lady that did it, she can actually feel all that knots. She can feel it, and she needs to work it out. Yeah.
Was she gentle? Or was she like very like she was getting those knots out? Like she
I
was,
don't think you can actually be gentle to get that stuff out. You need to work at that.
Is it okay? You need to give me a number because
No,
massages I go for, then they too gentle, man. You know, and
No, this young lady, she's short.
is it?
She was,
but she knows what
she did a good job.
Okay,
Eh?
no, like, cause I've always tried. That's why I kind of gave up on massages.
Really?
Cause I was like, I'm not getting the benefit I really want from it.
No, I can recommend this lady.
Is it?
Do you want to do a sports massage?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you will love it. You will
Is
love
it?
it. I actually felt it on race day. I could feel my legs.
Yes.
On race day, normally other times I would get like other niggles. There was no niggles on race day.
Nothing.
Just cramps coming.
Yes.
But
that's
that's
normal.
because you're doing all
Yeah,
the heels.
that's normal.
My quads and my calves. That was normal. Yeah.
But the tension, those knots are not there.
Actually, before I actually went to the sports massage, here my knee, somewhere around there,
Oh,
there was some niggle I had, but that's been for a couple of years of some injury I actually
yeah.
picked up in a spinning class.
Oh yeah.
She did that sports massage. Somehow that's gone.
It's a-
I didn't actually mention it to her. I must still mention that to her.
Wow.
I don't feel it anymore.
You're here for years.
Yeah.
And
It's
she
a
just
couple
did a
of years.
magic and boom, like
It's probably some knot thingy
yeah.
that she worked
just
out.
yeah.
Because when I actually did the sports massage, she told me, this is 6 years of trauma. This is my first sports massage. I started running in 2016. This is my first sports massage.
Oh my gosh.
6 years of trauma, she must work out now. And she did it good.
Wow. So before that, you never went for a sports massage?
No, that was my first time.
Sheesh. Because, yeah, okay.
So I would recommend that also to any runners out there.
You really
I would
need
recommend it.
You really need. Okay, I can say this for myself. We need to take care of our bodies more because we are putting our bodies under so much stress.
Exactly.
And I keep hearing like physios tell me, you need to do maintenance work, cause like you're taking your car for a service kind of thing. So yeah, man, I would love a number so I can.
No, I will definitely share it with you.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So okay, so you've never done so all the other marathons you've done, all the other comrades, you've never had a massage, nothing.
No, that's what
Just self-maintenance, just massage work, just foam rolling.
Stretches, foam rolling and stuff. Which
That's
also
crazy.
work. That also works.
No, it does.
But that can't actually reach the places.
No.
Foam roller can't reach that other spots.
It can't. It can't do everything. You need that human touch.
Yes.
You need that. Yeah. Have you ever tried like sauna work or steam room or?
No, not really. Steam room, yeah, but sometimes when we go on holiday maybe and there is that facility, but it's just to sit in there.
Okay, but nothing like for like I'm gonna go to the steam room now for recovery kind of thing or?
No, never.
Is it?
No.
Wow.
I think you guys did that at the gym now. You and Emilio.
I would do it often.
Okay.
Like these days, I do sauna these days. Every Sunday,
Is that?
I sit in the sauna, yeah.
Okay.
Every Sunday. So I'll do mountain, and then I'll go to the beach for that dip, and then I'll go to the sauna. And that's my morning, and then it's done.
Wow.
And then I go and do my day, go about my day, yeah. So I do that for recovery, yeah.
Okay, so and it actually works for you.
Yeah, no, like especially the sauna. Like it's weird. It's like the beach gives you that revitalizing feeling, so you feel alive.
Yes,
and
yes.
Like, let's say you do Platte's now, you do the mountain, and you feel so, I'm tired now. Going to the ocean, like energy. I was on 100. You like,
wow.
Take on this day, and the other person comes out. Go to the sauna, it just brings you right down.
Yes, it's like an up and a down.
Exactly, it's like up and a down, so it just equalizes you out, and it makes you
Wow.
so relaxed, and it just puts you on this vibe. Like it's good for the mind, especially because now you're sitting in that heat and you try to fight it, and you don't want to get out because you want to push your mind, and
Okay.
because like you can also feel like your cardiovascular system working because your heart is pumping
Yes, yes.
harder and harder and harder. It's like get out, because it's getting hotter, and I'm like, I'm fighting this thing.
I should try that sometime.
It's priceless. I'm telling you. When it was a lockdown, when they closed the saunas in the gym and
Yes.
stuff, I really felt it. I missed it so much. I missed it. Yeah. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's back. It's good. It's back.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You should do it, man. It's like it just relaxes everything. Everything is so relaxed.
Yeah.
Your body just feels so fluid afterwards.
I don't know when last I've actually been to the gym. I
Is
still
it?
remember, yeah, but I don't know when
I
last
wanted to
I've
ask
been
you,
there.
like, is there any other work you do besides running? Like,
No, it's strictly just
Because you
running and
mentioned the
doing.
spin class thing, was that a long time
No,
ago?
that was made before running, yeah. I
Is
actually picked up that
Is
injury,
it?
yeah.
So you
Before running.
don't go to the gym at all? You don't do other like
Not before running,
resistance
that was
training?
within running, sorry?
You don't do like resistance training or any other work besides
Cross training.
anything
like grid or
else?
so.
Yeah, like that. You don't do.
Nope.
You don't do any weights. You don't do. You just spend time outdoors running.
Yes, that's
Is
all I
it?
basically do, yeah.
There was one thing you also did, man. The 13 peaks. Did you do it in 24 hours?
Yes, sub 24, yeah.
Ah,
You
sub
get-
24.
You get the three options. You get the 1 day 13 peaks, the 2 day 13 peaks, and the multi-day 30 peaks.
You, you had to throw in the sub 24. You couldn't just say 24. Yo, this guy. What? Okay. Take me through that. Okay, just tell people like tell people the peaks that you have to do and when you started, like just take me through everything because 24 hours is insane.
Yes, that's a challenge. Ryan Sanders. I don't know if people know Ryan Sanders. He's one of
Sanders,
these elite athletes in the trail world. He initiated this challenge, the 13 peaks, where actually you start at Signal Hill. You start from there, then you take Lion's Head. That's your first one. Then over to Platteklip. You take McLear's Beacon. From McLear's Beacon over to Grootkop. Take Grootkop Peak. From Grootkop Peak you go to Judas Peak. Judas Peak to Klein Leeuwkopie. You know where Klein Leeuwkopie is?
That
It's
doesn't.
there on the Landratno side, the eastern Landratno somewhere.
Oh, that side. You was far.
Klein Leeuwkopie. From Klein Leeuwkopie you go to Souther Peak.
Mm?
Souther Peak. Chapman's Peak. After Chapman's Peak,
Fuck Chapman also.
Noordhoek Peak.
Noordhoek, yes.
Noordhoek Peak, Muizenberg Peak. From Muizenberg Peak, you can go back Constantiaberg. From Constantiaberg, Klaasenkop, Devil's Peak, and then after Devil's Peak, back to the start, which is Signal
Signal
Hill.
Hill.
So that's your 13.
Fuck. 24 hours.
Yep, that was my challenge. Yeah. When the challenge was initiated, I used to see it on social media.
Yeah.
And then
That was just after like lockdown, right?
that was somewhere in lockdown, I think.
Yeah.
We it actually started, or was it before lockdown it started? And then I committed. I actually wanted to do it, but the 2 day, because obviously the 1 day that you can't just go in and do the 1 day. The 1 day is tough, it's hard. And then I was going to do it alone, but then I've got these two running buddies. I've got them on social media also, Shane and Graham. I saw him posting something about the challenge that they're going to do. I wasn't sure if it was the 13 peaks, so I just asked him if are they going to do the 13 peaks the weekend. And I was luckily enough to actually be invited. Not actually invited. I asked him, can I join?
Yes.
And obviously they did the training.
Mm.
And I also trained on my own, but I was lucky to be included on the team.
Yeah.
We did the 2 day that weekend, the 2 day challenge. We completed the 2 day challenge, which was also tough, it's tough. And then I decided, hey, it's gonna be the 1 day. I practiced for the 1 day, practice hard. And the plan was to do it on my own. And I did it I think it's somewhere in December, not 2 years ago, I think, or less than 2 years ago. I know it was December, the first week in December. I did it.
Sheesh.
That was during lockdown, yeah. I started 3:15 the Friday morning. And I managed to finish the Saturday morning 2:09.
Fuck.
So it was 22 hours, 53 minutes or 51 minutes.
Yeah. 22 hours for all of that. What?
Yeah, but it was tough, It was tough.
No, I'm not. Of course it's tough. What? Yo.
And,
Just.
and
Sure.
basically I was on my own. I was like, it was a solo mission.
A solo.
My wife just seconded me at Constantianek. After I left Constantiaberg, I was on my way to Klaasenkop. So you need to pass Constantianek. My wife seconded me there. She water, something to eat and so. Change our phone because my battery was almost dead. You need to have something because if something happens, you need to, hey, I'm not good or whatever.
Yeah. That's heavy. Gotta think about all of that. Your phone, somebody to help give you food, and yeah. Okay, wait. So, yeah. So you were awake for all of that 22 hours
Yeah,
running.
you can't
and-
take a nap. If you take a nap, you're
I'm
gonna miss
just,
the.
I'm just thinking like that's a long time. To constantly be on the move, man. Like, yeah.
No, but it's liquor afterwards. The feeling, the satisfaction, yeah.
No,
Because you had that goal
Nah,
and
I'm
you
sure.
actually achieved it.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Like, yeah.
And
Sheesh.
there's still people doing it, huh? On
Is it
social media.
still?
There's still people doing it.
I haven't seen anything on social media about it like recently.
So last week, or less than 2 weeks ago, a guy finished it in 19 hours.
Sheesh.
19 hours of power.
Wow. Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
We were gonna do that, but like over 3 days or something.
Oh, that's the multi-day. Yeah.
Yeah. But
No, Zalika, you should actually try it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. My goals have shifted with regards to mountain. I'm not so. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. That's heavy, man. Yo, tell me something like, what do you eat? Like, what's your diet like?
When I'm,
Like-
how can I say, at home basically now.
Generally, yeah.
No, I've got no special diet. I just
What?
eat the same way that I've been eating. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what do you eat?
The normal meals that my wife prepare. It's
Right.
like there's no special diets or anything. Nothing.
Okay, what does your wife make for you?
The normal foods, the curries, the pastas. And normally, if I do an event, my wife would normally make food, almost like to incorporate, if it's like carb loading, she would make pastas, she would do this.
Okay, so a week before the event, like, what would you eat? Like, let's say before Comrades. Because normally, how many days normally before do you carb load?
I don't really do carb loading, to be honest.
This
But
guy.
but my wife, my wife would make like maybe pastas somewhere there in the week,
Okay.
yeah, but not every day, yeah.
Okay.
But she would somewhere incorporate.
But
like-
it's a little bit more than usual, but not an excessive amount, or?
no, it's the same as usual.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Okay.
I used to do carb loading previous years, yeah, but it's not like it was any different or anything.
It
Yeah,
didn't
so
feel
that's
like
why I just
extra energy or
Yeah.
anything. Okay. So was normal meals your wife would make, that's for supper, right? Like, but during the day, like, what would you eat?
normally there would be food left from the previous evening. So if I go to work, that would be
Yes.
in my lunchbox, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you eat fruit? Any fruit during the day, or?
Yes, normally in the afternoon I would have 2 fruits, yeah. Because
Is
my
it?
wife normally buys fruits, yeah. So there is always fruits at home. So
Okay.
at work I would normally eat 2 fruits per day, yeah.
Any supplements you use?
Multivitamin.
Is
It's just multivitamin, yeah. Like the omega-3, 6
Yeah.
and 1 multivitamin. Magnesium. I use it.
Does that help a
every
lot?
night. The magnesium I take every day basically.
Is it?
At night, yeah.
And then it
That's
helps?
like a normal thing that I use.
Is it?
I'm not sure if it helps, but being this age, I mean, I'm close to 50 now, so
How old are you?
46.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Sure. That's if you won't say. And to do all these amazing
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, at this age, like, wow.
I started a bit late actually. I started at the age 40, just before 40. I actually started,
Sheesh.
yeah. So I should have started much sooner, but
Imagine you started sooner. Imagine, like, what, where would you be today if you started sooner? Like, I mean, all that potential was locked inside you for so many years.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And, I mean, because there had to have been some talent, because go from 0 to boom
Yeah, yeah.
within
I see
a
what you mean,
year, like, yes, don't get me wrong, you put a lot of hard work into it.
absolutely, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I see that, but there must also be a talent. There must also be a talent inside you to unlock that. Because, I mean, if you take you, right, and you put somebody else next to you, and you did the same thing for a year, I'm sure.
Obviously, the
person-
results would have been different. Yeah.
Exactly. So there must have been a talent hidden and locked away. That potential must have been there. And I mean, in a year, fuck.
But it comes down to the person itself, yeah. Like if I wasn't so committed and dedicated, I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't have achieved the things that I actually achieved so far, yeah.
Exactly. the dedication, the training on the days when it's raining.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's days when you don't feel like training and you do it
No, I
anyway.
never feel like it.
Really? You
Yeah.
always feel motivated, like, hey, I must go run now.
Yes,
You feel
yes,
excited about it.
yes.
You don't feel like it's a chore or anything. You don't feel tired
No,
or...
sometimes I come from work. Maybe I had a bad day at work.
Mhm.
As I'm leaving, then I just think, hey, I must go do that hour run. Hey, then I start smiling. Hey, I must go run. Then I
Holy
forget about the
sh-
bad day. I forget about that. You know, there's times my wife actually tell me when I'm a bit moody at home, go run, man, go run.
She's saying you.
Yes, because she knows now it's gonna lighten my mood.
That's cool. She already recognizes.
Yeah.
She's so aware of your moods that, yo, nah, go run, man. You gonna feel better after that. Wow. Sheesh, man. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, imagine you started earlier. Imagine. So, okay. So you don't eat anything special, you don't use any special supplements, you have this like a normal diet like you did for all the years. Let's say, freaking hell. Fuck. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Because it's, normally somebody would be like in your position. Now I have these meal preps. This is what I eat at this time. 2 days before the race, I'll eat this. On race day, no, I'll stick to this. I'll do this. I'll do this.
To be honest, there were times I actually tried it, yeah, because I Google and you see that, that's actually the way to actually approach a race day.
Yeah.
I have tried it previous times, yeah.
But it just didn't work for you.
Sometimes it's a bit pricey also because you need to, like, certain stuff is a bit pricey. And so, I don't know, I just don't do it
You
anymore.
just don't do it, yeah. Also, like, you know those, what do you call those things? Those, I think it's called goos or something?
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, goo.
Yeah?
I use goo
You
on
use
race day.
goo?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That small sachets.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I use that.
But
yeah.
when you practice it, you don't use it, only for race day.
Now recently when I prepped for Comrades, there were ones I used on race day because it was different ones I tried. You can't use different ones on race day. You try it on your training, on your long runs to see how your body's going to react to it. Yeah.
So you do you use that while you're running?
Yes, yeah. You must use it during your run, yeah.
Okay.
To see if it works, how does your body react to it, yeah.
Sheesh, man.
Because if you try new stuff on race day, it could either work or it doesn't work, yeah.
That's true, eh? Could backfire.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how your body's going to react to these things.
Exactly.
Sheesh. I stole this guy. This guy. It's so crazy, man.
Sorry, the supplements. What's it? There is like a protein thingy I use every now and then, but that's more for recovery, yeah. Like after a heavy session.
Oh, yes, yes.
Is one of these USN?
Is it the whey protein or what is it?
I think it's a whey protein, yeah.
Is it?
But on the bag itself, they don't say whey protein, yeah. There's a small description there saying whey protein, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's basically for recovery, yeah.
So after you run, you drink that?
When I do a long run,
yes,
or a very strenuous run, yeah.
Yes.
But the easy run, I wouldn't use it, yeah.
Really? Sheesh. And your carbs is normal, like whatever the wife makes, it's like just pastas or rice or...
Yes, sometimes if before a race, a day before a race, I would maybe buy pizzas or so, yeah. But I didn't do it this time around, yeah.
Oh, so okay, interesting. Do you have like you just mentioned pizzas now, like do you have like cheat days or do you eat normally like that or?
No, any day is cheat day for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would have chips anytime or?
Anytime.
This guy. This guy. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, I don't know. I give up. I'm trying to understand this man over here.
There was a time I actually tried to do it like that, yeah, but maybe it didn't work for me. And so I just kept it the way I normally do it, yeah.
Sheesh. Your weight, does it stay similar or the same, or does it fluctuate depending on?
No, it stays.
Really?
Weights now, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 kg. People.
Okay.
There's maybe times when I don't practice so hard, or. But it stays within that.
Is it? How much do you weigh? If people
I'm
might.
68 now, 67, 68.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think after the race, I was a bit lighter. Yeah, I
like
think
60.
I weighed 67.
You're running for all that time. You must have lost like 10 kilos or something. So only lost like a kilo.
Yeah, I think it was 67 when I weighed myself in the week. Yeah, 67.
Oh,
and normally I'm about 68.
And what's your average water intake a day?
I think it's about 4 glasses. I think, yeah.
Just 4.
I've got a bottle, yeah, that actually fill up that I take to work, and I just consume that during the day. Yeah.
Just 4 glasses?
No, that's at work. So at home is also 2 glasses. Yeah, it's about 6 or 7 glasses a day, I think. Yeah.
Sheesh. This guy. I thought you were drinking like a lot of water.
Yeah, well, I'm built up to race there. I would consume a lot of water.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why is that though? To stay hydrated or?
I see it on Google. They
it?
mentioned it there. You need to hydrate a lot.
Ah.
And the physio that actually did my sports massage, she also advised. She said, lots of water, lots of water build up. I was the Thursday for my massage, and from there, I was just going water.
Is it? Oh, man. Sure, I am. This guy. Like, like the more you were accomplishing, the more you were progressing and accomplishing these incredible times and these marathons and stuff, I'd hear people say, "No, but he's so light, man." Then I'm like, that guy he was just as light when he wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
So you can't say it's his weight. You can't say his weight. This guy's putting in the work. You can see. So people try to make excuses. People try to make it seem like, he's got a benefit because of his height or his weight. And I was like, no. Like, there are people also weigh the same like you, but they can't do those times. So you can't say it's the height,
There's people that even weighs much more than me that does far better than me.
Really?
Yes, you see it on a race day. You see it.
What is the ideal weight for somebody to do? Let's say you're making the perfect runner, and you're in a lab right now, and you're giving this person physical attributes. And what would you say height, weight would be the best, the ideal runner?
I've never actually thought about that, but if you look at the elite athletes, like the race on Sunday, if you see the top 10, if you actually look at them and look at the physique here, you can see they are lightweighted. They're not chubby or anything. Yeah. So and their weight looks around about between 65 and 70 maybe, or maybe 75.
Really?
I don't know.
And short or tall?
That actually differs. Yeah, you get tall ones and you get the shorter ones also.
Oh, shorter ones also.
Yeah.
I thought the ones who were taller might have an advantage because of their stride.
Yes. Yeah. No, it actually differs, because if they run in a group, the elite athletes, you can see the difference in height, If the camera is at that correct angle, you can actually see the difference.
How many foreigners, like maybe from Kenya and those parts of the country came to run this year?
I'm not sure how many African countries. Actually, I'm not sure how many foreigners, but they were quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
Because on the route, there was some of the runners that communicated to foreign runners, and I can hear how they speak. I'm asking, hey, from where are you? No, I'm from Canada.
Oh, wow.
My first one.
Wow, from Canada.
From India, there was a couple of people.
Wow.
And
that's heavy.
there should have been some other countries also.
How do they prove qualifying times? Do they race somewhere, or do they come over here to race, let's say, Cape Town Marathon, get the time, go back home, or can their times over there, whatever marathon they're running in their countries, can they also use that as qualifying times?
I'm not sure. Yeah, they should be races on their side. Yeah, I'm not sure what the qualifying criteria in terms of races is for them.
Yeah.
But there should be races. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be official races. Yeah. They can't just go run to a training run.
Yeah.
Run 42.
Strava. Okay.
Yeah.
Send this.
There's normally an event. There is a certain section where the results is posted. Yeah. So it is on a database.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's cool. Because I mean, like, how long has this race been going on for now? Is it 90? How many years?
1921 was the first
1921.
one. That was the first one. Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming. Okay, obviously COVID. There were no races.
Yep. So 2 years there was a break, and I think previous years somewhere in the 19 some section. There was also maybe once or twice there wasn't a race that actually happened. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 97 marathons, Comrades Marathons, right?
I think this year was the 95th.
Was the 95th one?
On that emblem, I think it's
95th. Okay, 95th.
So there was 2 already. So there were 3 others that years that it didn't actually happen. If this was the 95th.
So obviously a lot of people know about this race. It's a world-renowned race.
Absolutely, yes, it is. Yeah.
So wow, sheesh, man. What's the climate like? Because obviously you're coming from Cape Town now, it's cold and it's wet most sometimes, and now you're going to Durban or to Pietermaritzburg. Like, what's the climate shift over there?
Well, it's very humid here. You know, Durban weather. It
It's
even almost
never
like
really
that.
cold.
It's maybe a bit overcast, but it's not really cold here. Like when we actually came back on Monday, it was overcast that side. A bit rainy also, but it wasn't really cold because you could walk in your shorts. I actually went in the sea water with my shorts and it was drizzling a bit.
And it was lekker.
But no problem,
Nice.
We arrived here in Cape Town. We just we didn't enter the airport yet. The wind and it was cold.
Yes.
I don't know why you don't check the big difference.
Different country,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
The tropical climate, eh? But like, how did that affect you on race day? Like, because now you're training with these cold temperatures, and it might be easier to clock certain times because of the heat doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
But now when you get to this climate now, how did you feel? Did that play a factor? Or?
No, not really. I don't actually have a problem when it comes to. Oh, not yet. I didn't actually have a problem yet. Yeah, my previous comrades also. No, I didn't actually have problems.
Wow.
Because normally when I practice here also, there's certain days you get your hard days here also. No problem. I push. I do my training run.
Yes.
No, if it's a long run, I finish it.
Wow.
It's a struggle sometimes in the heat,
Yeah.
but you need to get used to it, because you don't know what's the weather going to be on race day. You need to appreciate this hot weather,
Yes.
because on a race day, what if it's hot like that or even hotter? You need to be comfortable with that also.
That's true. That's true. And what shoes do you normally wear?
My running shoes.
Your running shoes, eh?
I am a Adidas fan.
Okay.
The Ultra Boost.
Oh.
Yes, I'm a big fan of the Adidas, and
Is it?
I live by it. Yeah.
Is it light? Is it comfortable?
I've never actually used a different running shoe. Yeah, I've only been using the Ultra Boost since I started running.
Okay.
Not actually since I started running. I had some other different tackies. Yeah, until eventually I tasted the Ultra Boost, and that was for me.
Is it? Not doing anything else?
Nothing else. Yeah.
Wow. And do you find like the wear on the soles? Does it last long, or do you find it wears quick?
Well, it determines the mileage you do on a tacky. Yeah. Like for me, I do lots of mileage, so normally I would try to have 2 pair of tackies and use like almost for 1 season or for 1 year 2 pair of tackies. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So you
to-
alternate.
Yes,
Okay.
because if you use only one, it's gonna last you like 6 months maybe. Or
True. So, but both of those pairs are Ultra Boost.
Yes, yeah.
It's
It's a different color.
Different color. Okay, I was gonna
Different
ask you. At least you changed that.
Uh-huh.
But Adidas have come a long way when it comes to running shoes. Even the trail running shoes are good, are solid. Because I also switched to Adidas now for trail running,
Is it?
and I've never looked back.
No, but my trail running, I use a different shoe for trail running.
Is it?
Yes,
What do you use?
I use the Saucony.
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 I've never heard of Saucony.
They've been coming a long time.
Really?
Even in the road running,
Yeah.
Saucony is one of the big names.
Oh, okay.
That New Balance, all those. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
that
yeah,
names. They're on the same level. Yeah.
Okay. I'll check them out. But these new ones that I've got, I don't know what you call them. I'll show you. But even on the wet, when it comes to the wet surfaces, like I feel like I've got more grip when it comes
Is
to
it?
the wet.
So
Yeah.
the traction is good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
I feel like I've got more confidence. I don't have to, have that. When you're coming down and it's wet, and normally like you're not sure. And
Yeah,
that hesitation for going if you can go faster but that I feel like I know it's gonna catch me. I know it's gonna grip.
So if
I
you
know,
commit,
I know.
if you commit, you go.
You can go.
The traction's gonna be
The
there.
only thing is like you gotta watch out if it's sandy. Those sandy rocks when it's wet.
Yeah.
Then you gotta watch out though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that shoe is amazing.
Okay,
That
cool.
shoe is amazing. I got a
What
recommendation from
brand is that?
Ahmad.
You can't remember.
No, it's Adidas, but I don't know what Adidas what to.
Okay, which model it is?
Yeah, I'll have
Okay.
to check. But Mr. Jackson recommended it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's got the boot in that, but I opted for the shoe.
Okay.
Yeah, the shoe. Yeah. Yeah.
I would
man.
also prefer the boot because it got that extra, that
It does.
protection.
It does.
It's like almost like hugging your ankle. Yeah.
Yes. I've never used a boot on the mountain before. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just try it and see how it goes.
Before you buy it, you can go to a store and just fit it on. Normally they got that sections you can actually walk on. Yeah, then you can just.
That's true. I've just always been a shoe guy,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe I must buy one and just have it and then
See how it goes.
alternate and
Okay.
kind of vibe. But yeah, like I don't know. I've got weird feet. My feet are very broad. So for me, it's hard to find a shoe that fits my fat feet.
Oh, okay.
So that shoe, for some reason, like Adidas shoes normally fit my feet nicely when it comes to like running or trail running. Other ones is like it squeezes my foot.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's not lekker.
that's
Because
not
sometimes
lekker.
during a run, your feet maybe swell.
It's
but then
gonna
be too
swell.
compacted,
Yeah, because it gets warmer most, and the heat also plays a factor.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always hard for me to find a lekker shoe, a comfortable shoe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So what's next for you? Like a sub 5?
Ooh.
So
Sub 5 for what? For Comrades?
Comrades, yeah.
Never.
You don't say that. You said sub 9, never. But
And it's true, when I did my first one, I told myself, and the first words normally is, never again. Never again.
Yeah.
When entry is open, I'm the
Yeah.
first one to enter.
You told me when you came here, you said you were really looking for the next. Like, when is the next
When is the entries
entry?
opening?
Yeah. When are the next entries opening?
It should be somewhere in the new year, I think, yeah.
Is it?
Normally
Okay.
they don't open so soon, yeah.
Okay.
Because,
So
this year Commerce was late, yeah, August. It's normally June.
yes, it's normally earlier, yeah. But I think it's better when it's a bit later, because now it's June. It's very unpredictable weather-wise.
Yeah.
Okay, but that side over there is always nice. So yeah, June would be perfect, I guess.
I don't care when it is, yeah.
Is it?
I'm going.
You're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna do it anyway. So you said you went for a run already this morning, right? And you,
Oh yeah.
like, was the easy run?
It was easy run, yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
And now,
Just to get the legs moving, to get the blood flowing.
yeah. So
Nice recovery.
when is the next one for you?
The next race.
The next race? When you think you want to get back?
I didn't actually think about any races for the rest of the year. There
Yeah.
was one, I would love to do the UTCT 100.
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to ask you about that. Yeah, it's the 100 kilometers.
Yes. But this year they've got a new one added,
Mhm.
distance-wise, the 100 miler.
A miler.
100 miler.
Holy
And
shit!
that's here
Are you
local,
gonna
that's-
do that? Of course you're gonna do that.
No.
Why not?
No, I'm not ready for the 100 miler. I did the 100K last year.
What do you
and-
mean you're not ready for that?
No. No.
I'm sure you can do it.
No. I did the 100K last year, and I mean,
Mhm.
that's already is a mission. So, what I actually told myself, if I can actually finish the 100K, 15 hours or less, then I'm ready for the 100K, for the 100 miler.
How long does it normally take you for
I
the
took me last
100?
year 18 hours, 20 minutes.
18 hours, 20 minutes.
So,
That's still quick though.
yeah.
What is the average time for that race?
There isn't actually average time. Yeah, you get athletes with different capabilities. Yeah.
Mm,
So the guys
mm.
that win normally do it like 11 hours, 10, 11 hours,
Is it?
12 hours.
And the 100 miler, right? How it's the same amount of time they give you?
No, obviously that's longer. I think the cutoff was 45 hours. That's
Now see,
Oh, but the distance and elevation. I mean, 160 km.
I'm sure you can do it.
Elevation.
I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure.
Not this year. Not this
Okay,
year.
okay, not this. When is that?
It's end of November.
End of November.
Yes.
Are you doing 3 peaks as well this year?
Still thinking about that also, yeah.
Mm.
I didn't commit yet,
Yeah.
but I'm still thinking about it, yeah. I think there is still
Because
interest.
it's
open.
around the same time.
That's the first Saturday in November, 3 peaks.
Yeah, and that's the first weekend in November.
Which one?
The CT, the
Uh,
thing that I can't
UTCT.
pronounce.
That's the last weekend in November.
Last
So
weekend in
it's
November.
about
Okay.
almost 4 weeks apart, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to.
No, you can use that as a long run, the 3 peaks.
Yeah, but the recovery, will you be fine by then?
Yeah,
Sheesh, this guy.
I did it last year. Last year I did it 3 peaks as a long run and I did UTCT.
Freak. You did it as a long run. It's like your practice for the. I don't know. Man, ja. Okay, so, ja. How long do you think you're still going to run for?
Well,
Competitively, like doing races and.
as long as I can still do it, I
Yes,
will do it. As long as I can run, I will run, yeah.
Is there any race besides the Comrades that you would like to still do? Maybe overseas or something? Or
Yes, there is one race I'd like to do overseas.
what is that?
It happened now two weeks ago. The UTMB, the Ultra Trail Mont Blanc.
Where is that? France.
The race actually goes through 3 countries. Yeah, it depends which
3
distance you do. Yeah,
countries.
you get the 100K and you get the 100 miler.
also 100, these 100 milers. Eh?
There's shorter distances also.
Is
There's the 54 I think, or 56. And there's another shorter one also.
Oh, which countries does it go through?
Switzerland, Italy, France.
Ah.
But that's all mountain, yeah. So it's
All
just mountain sections, yeah.
Sheesh.
It's not like you in the street there in Switzerland. Or it could be. I don't really know the route, yeah. I
Is
just
it?
checked the profile.
And it was now recently?
Yes, it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So
Yep.
that's June, July, August. Okay, so it was still August, right?
Yeah.
That was the end of this summer.
Yes, yeah, because they opposites than us. yeah.
Yes. That's okay. I just wanted, because I'm thinking now, what if they do it in their winter, which is snow?
Oh, not gonna be. It's
Okay.
not gonna be okay. Yeah.
Okay, heavy. So that's like one of the things you really want to do.
Yes, I would love to do that. man.
Is it? Why that one specifically? Is it because of the scenery? It's beautiful.
In trail running, that is like what they almost call that. That's the baba.
Oh,
That's the Baba,
that's
yeah.
like the ultimate.
That's the ultra. Yeah.
Okay. And when do you think you want to do that?
Well, it's a matter of basically saving up, yeah, because it's gonna be cost quite a penny to actually do it, yeah.
Oh
so
yeah. Because obviously
it's gonna
it's
be-
traveling, it's accommodation,
exactly, yeah.
it's spending money. Yeah. I'm sure you can make it like a little family vacation out of it also.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be selfish to do it on my own.
Yeah.
I need to include the whole family.
Take the
yeah.
family, you can see Europe and it's gonna be lekker, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lekker.
Well, but that's bucket list. I'll see if I can get there one day, yeah.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. So so what's your next Comrades goal in terms of time?
Well, to actually improve on the latest one, yeah.
Mhm.
That's how I normally approach a
like
race.
by an
If
hour.
I do it again, that's big.
But I'm sure it can be done. With you, anything is possible. I mean, your first one was what? Sub 10?
Yeah, it was 9:52,
Yeah, and now you did it now, 8:50,
59.
59. So, see, there's already like an hour.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
never
it's
know.
it's a matter of practice, yeah,
Practice,
training.
yeah.
You need to put in the work to
Yeah.
actually achieve it.
And I'm sure the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you're gonna get. You're gonna get quicker. You're gonna smarter. You're gonna go for more massages, maybe.
Absolutely,
You
yeah.
know.
I love
You
the
know?
pain.
And yeah, man. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thanks
And
for
joining
the
us in
invite.
these
Thank
streets.
you so much, man.
Is there anything you want to add? Or anything you want to say? And tell people.
Well, anybody out there who actually is thinking about running, go for it. Because I mean, I didn't know I can actually run. I'm not an elite runner. I'm not the best of runners, but
So he says.
but I enjoy it, and anyone is able. Anyone is able. I mean, I started with a 4K. I never thought I can actually do a 21K marathon, ultra marathon. I've put in the work, and there's lots of people that actually inspired me. There's a lot of names to actually mention, so I can't actually mention names, but normally I follow people on social media and watch what they are doing, and I actually find inspiration in that, and that's how I actually challenge myself to actually do better and do longer distances. So anybody out there, even if you're a couch potato, you can start that easy walk, 1 kilometer walk today, to 1 kilometer walk tomorrow, but longer, 2 kilometers. You will get there. Trust me.
Yeah. Just what was like the, obviously there's mental benefits to this. Your mood improved, I'm sure. Like,
Oh,
could
you must
you
ask my
just-
wife that. You must ask my wife.
Ask your wife.
She will say absolutely.
can you just explain that to people? Like how you went from, like, I don't know what your mood was like before you started running to what it is now. Like, just the mental benefits there are also. Like,
Yeah, before I basically started running, yeah, I was, in a way, almost like aggressive, man. If I actually was in a conversation with somebody, ik was gewoon op mijn peetje. But when I actually started doing running, my discipline actually got better, and my approach into situations like that was different. It was just different. I don't know how it actually came about, but it was a while after I've been doing running. Yeah.
So you found that you had more patience.
Basically, yes.
Your temperament changed. You weren't so aggressive, weren't so short-tempered.
Yes,
so to
that's
say.
exactly, yeah. That's exactly what I was
heavy.
looking for, yeah.
That's heavy.
And running, basically, I use that almost like as my reset button. Like normally, sometimes I'll have a bad day at work or anyway, a bad day. And I just come home. As I told you, my wife told me, go run.
Go
man."
run.
I use that as my reset button.
Wow.
I go to the road, put on my gear. Before I go to the road, put on my gear, start running, and I just focus on the road. And that bad day,
Disappears.
it just disappears.
It just clears your mind.
Exactly.
That's beautiful. That's what people don't get about training or running or whatever it is, fitness, like the mental aspect of it. It's not just physical. People think, it's just about vanity. You just want to look quiet. You just want to. It's not about that. It's not about that. And it's so amazing to see that not only are you accomplishing things physically and, let's say, mentally, because obviously running marathons is a major mental game. But it's also improving you yourself as a human being, as a person.
So true.
And I'm sure it makes you kinder as well and nicer, knowing that after that reset button was hit, you're just in a better space.
Yes.
And you just wanna be happy. You just wanna be nice to everyone.
It is. Yeah.
It's amazing, and people don't get that. People who've never ran before, never really put in that work and that time. So it's good to see that your wife can also benefit. People around you can also benefit from your passion. You know, it's amazing. It's a ripple effect, and now your wife is also getting into it, and now your son is
my
also.
son also loves it.
Yeah, so I'm sure.
I was trying to convince my daughter.
Your daughter?
she's a toughie.
I'm sure, like, she will find her thing. She will find what she loves.
In her time, yeah. So I don't want to push her into something. Yeah.
And she's younger also, right?
Yeah, she's 2 years younger than my son. She's 11.
11, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure your son also just wants to follow in your footsteps as well.
I hope so.
And I think you can also see, like, if I run, I can spend more time with him also.
Yeah.
So now he's picking up that also, like, okay, I can spend time with daddy now. And if I do this and if I do this. So that's lekker, man. That's lekker. But thank you so much for coming, man. I appreciate you, and I'm your second biggest fan behind your wife. You know, it's good to see you. Every time you're just progressing and you're pushing yourself, and it inspires me as well. Not that I'm going to be a runner one day, but in whatever I'm doing, you know, knowing that, hey, Rodney's pushing, you know, I can also do better in this and this and this.
Yes.
You know, so it's contagious, man, what you're doing, and you should share more of your story and show people what's possible in a short amount of time. You know, I'm sure you are the anomaly, the exception to the rule, but with time, if people and their own time will also get to a certain level that they can look back and say, like, oh, I came this far, like last year, like 2 years ago, I couldn't do this, now all of a sudden I'm running marathons, or I'm lifting weights, or I don't know, whatever they're doing, jiu-jitsu or whatever sport they're doing, like, it's awesome to see, man, and you should like, cause like the only time I see you on social media with regards to your runs and stuff is when you do like a race.
A race, yeah. Basically, that's the only time I basically just post
like,
on social media.
Okay, social media can be a good and a bad thing. You don't want to spend too much time on it, but maybe, I don't know. I would like to see more of you, like, you know, see like, okay, he's running, he did like, let's say, an easy run today, or we did a long run of 30 Ks today, or he did speed drills, you know. It's nice to see, okay, now this guy's putting in the work. I got to get after it as well, you know.
I did a different route on the mountain.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's lekker to see, man.
That's what I actually do, because there's lots of people I follow on social media, and I find great inspiration in actually following them. As you said now, I see, oh, check what this guy did.
Yeah.
Wow. I would like to do that, and that's where I actually push myself, and I set goals, and that's how I actually obtain it. And it's not always I actually obtain that goal. You can't win all the time.
You can't.
You can't win all the time.
But you are getting better, and that's the important thing.
Yes.
You are improving.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for
No, it's a
sharing
pleasure, man.
your secrets. Even though I can't find any, I've been trying. It's just hard work, dedication, and yeah, man. Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
it's a pleasure, man. And
Thank you so much.
Thanks
man.
for the invite.
Thank
also.
you, man. Thank you.
Sure,
I
dude, man.
appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Likewise, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? We in